What is up, folks? I will be doing some customizing here at my workbench, aka the kitchen table, tonight. And I'm gonna wait for a few of you to start jumping in. I'm going way late, way late. It is 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'll be surprised if anybody hops on, especially if you're in the East Coast. What's up, Spider-Man? Spider-Man's watching. That's what I'm talking about right now. Momo, what's going on? Beach Bro Jacob. Dow Her, what's up, guys? Who's he? All right, so I'm getting prepared here. Well, if you can see right there, my Silver Surfer. Let me bring that up. I ended up getting two, and I saw a guy on Instagram. He goes by DLT. Let me see if I don't want to get it wrong. But I want to give him his appropriate shout out. Let me bring up his Instagram on here. For some reason, it's not. Why isn't it not letting me do this? Yeah, DLTERNER, DL Turner. I think that's how you would pronounce it. I saw him do a custom. He used this Molotow liquid. I'm not sure if any of you guys have used this before or not. Let me see if I can get the lighting right here. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not. There you go. It's liquid chrome. It's made by Molotow. Guys, the lighting's pretty bad, right, guys? What's up, Thanos? Let me see if I can get this right. Let's see. That's a little bit better, but still, the lighting's pretty horrific. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe it's just my old man eyes. So I think that's the best I could do, guys. This is the liquid chrome marker that I got. I ended up getting a 4mm head, so it's kind of thick. And I'm going to be chroming that guy up. So I messaged DL Turner. I'm butchering his name, but anyway, he said he literally just started painting on the figure, and he didn't do any. He didn't take the figure apart or anything like that. I think I will, just because I'm going to be showing you how this stuff is going on. I've used this marker once before on a transformer, and I did not have good success. So we'll see what happens tonight. You guys will see it live here for those of you that end up sticking with it. Let me see who's in the chat. Oh, Spider-Man, no one's won the giveaway yet. Eric hasn't hit, I should say 112. Shooter has not hit 1,000. He's very close, though. What's up, the Toy Thief? Sorry to hear that, Spider-Man. Thanks, Beach Bro Jacob. I appreciate you liking my videos. What's up, Nightwalker? Mike Moreira. I think I said Who's86. Man, there's quite a few of you guys in here, about 15 right now. And I'm going to get going in just a second. California Raisin, what's crack-a-lackin'? ¿Qué pasó, compa? Dead Grim Customs. All right, here we go, guys. Let me make sure that the video quality is good. Let me see. How come I'm trying to see on my, yeah, it's live. There you go. And it doesn't look too hot. Oh, it looks okay. It's not too bad. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, well, break my my wife's hair dryer there. I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna take this figure apart just a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier for me to paint. I think I'm gonna just remove. I think I'm gonna remove these guys right here. Yeah, I think I definitely want to remove. I'm gonna remove the feet, and then work my way up. You guys have seen me do this before. I'm just gonna use a hairdryer and add some heat to this bad boy, and then see what's going on. By the way, I do this off the mat because if you do the hairdryer on this mat, it will warp it like my background. In case you were wondering. What's up, Raymond? What's up, Kevin? I'm gonna do this stuff off camera. So it will warp the mat. It'll start it'll create wrinkles in it, and it won't lay flat. 1 foot down. Second foot down. And as you can see, this is leftover paint. I really do like this paint on the Silver Surfer. So this is just me messing around and seeing if I could do what DL Turner did because his Silver Surfer looked pretty awesome. This was the second one that I ended up getting, and if you saw my review, you could see this is the second one that there was some they screwed up on the paint on this one. So I figured, hey, might as well go for and mess around with it and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna take these guys off now. What are you guys up to tonight? What movie are you watching? I ended up getting the Avengers movie, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the my disc copy anyway. All right, so this is a little bit harder to take off. There we go. Raymond, did you send that to my Instagram? I'm not sure if I got them or if I did. I've been super busy, so I haven't touched any customs. I've been very busy at work. It's been taking up a lot of my time, and it's gonna stay busy. I'm just I had some time off tonight. Do I want to mess around with this? You know what? I was thinking about gonna take that one off, but I think I should be fine. I should be fine. So I think we'll see what happens. Now, from this paint, what I've been told, and from my previous experience, which was pretty bad, I had a pretty bad experience. I picked it up to paint some of my older Transformers, my G1 Transformers, and it did not go well. Okay, it did not go well. But from what he told me and from what I've read, you want to let this dry for about 2 days, a day to 2 days, so it really, really dries. This is not like your typical acrylic paint. I'm actually not even sure what the base of this is. I didn't do enough research to remember. And it doesn't say on here. Yeah, Kevin, it does look great, man. It's a fantastic figure. You really don't need to do this, but I did see this guy do it and it looked awesome. And I figured, hey, you know, this one was already messed up and the package was messed up. Both of the packages that I got from Walgreens were jacked up, so they didn't work. All right, so let's start and see what this looks like. Let's pick a hand, shall we? We'll pick this hand right here. Little green tea, raspberry green tea. Let me move this out of the way so it know I'm killing you guys with the anticipation here. I'm just trying to get comfortable and make sure that this paint, that we're able to see this. All right. I'm gonna put that there and try to use that as a, because this marker you have to press down. Let me scoosh this back. Just to load the pen, you can see there's some of this, this silver came out, and let's see. Now I did wash this figure after I took him out of the box. So you may not be seeing this in the camera right now, but it's definitely giving it that mirror look. I'm just hoping that this little peg won't come out of here. Now, from the research that I have done, what they say is that this paint will shrink when it goes in the process of drying. So right now it may cover up some of the detail. So far so good, guys. It's really hard to see with the lighting that I have. And I'm thinking that what I should have done, and I may still do, is I should have gone the smaller tip. This is the 4mm tip. They also make them in 2mm and 1mm tips. So I'm just gonna get some paint on here, and let me see what it looks like if I do the brush. Now this paint you can get, and I'm sorry if you guys are, I'm sure you're writing comments right now, but I'm trying to focus. This paint you can get at Hobby Lobby. I did not buy it at Hobby Lobby. I didn't know until it was, until I had already purchased it, and I think I paid like 13 bucks, which is pretty expensive for the amount that you get. It's kind of hard to tell if I covered the whole hand there. So I am gonna set this aside and see how that dries. Actually, before I do that, I'm sure you can see the difference a little bit right there. Why don't we do something a little bit bigger, like this piece right here. Now, the more layers you put on, I think that's what's going to give it that mirrored chrome look. Let me see, what do I want to, should I pin it like this? Yeah, it's going to be hard. How about like that? Yeah, that makes it a little bit easier. It's all about getting the comfort here. All right, let me see what you guys are saying real quick before I move on. I saw something about collabing with Dewdog, and I have. Yeah, go check out the interview. I interviewed him a few months back. How's that custom Archangel going? Very slowly. I haven't touched any customs for a couple weeks. Been busy. Yeah, it's definitely okay. Super shiny. So the more layers you get, the shinier it gets, I believe. Do you have tips for painting? I've tried painting a head with Vallejo paints and it just rubs back off. Yeah, what I recommend in that case is actually, hold on, I'm sorry. Let me do something real quick. I'm just loading the pen up, and what I wanted to try to do is I'm going to put some acrylic thinner in there. And of course, I've stopped the concho chico. I had put blue tack on this thing because I needed something to cap it, and now it's gone into my bottle. I just want to see if this will preserve it a little bit. Yeah, I'm not liking how that's looking right there. All right, here we go. There's no method to my madness on this because this is literally the first time I've painted. This tip is hard. So it's not like a brush. It doesn't feel like a brush at all. And because of the light, it's really hard to see what if I'm covering it. I think I'm going to try to do it in sections next time instead of just painting all the way across. But it looks like it's covering pretty well. I'm sure there's gonna be spots that I've missed. That's pretty darn shiny. Now I know this can, people have used this on Airbrush, and I just didn't want to set up my airbrush. And the trick's gonna be really not to touch this at all because I'm sure that it will leave marks. I can tell that I'm having trouble reaching the very bottom there. So let me put some over here. Okay, so I'm not liking how that mixes with the acrylic thinner. It leaves it cloudy. So I'm gonna have to use another spot here and try that again. Yeah, most definitely did not. Oh, see, that's just I don't know if you can tell. Probably you can see the brush strokes down at the bottom, so that's not really good. Let me see if I can try to correct using this. And it does correct when I use the marker. So I'm not really digging the mixture with that acrylic thinner. I'm not sure if it has to do with that blue. Probably has to do with that blue tack that I got in there. Yeah, but look at the difference. Fake Fury, what's going on? That's precarious. There we go. That should. Oh shoot. All right, that should stay. Ooh wee. Let me see what you guys are saying. Leo Fro, what's going on? Sloth Heart, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably cut my thought off, didn't I? About tips for painting. If you're going to be painting with any paint that you're using, you want to make sure that you're using light coats. But you're saying you have paint rub, and if you're talking just on the main parts of the figure, what you want to make sure is you prep the figure ahead of time. Wash it with soap and water, warm soap and water. The soft soap, any soft soap will work, because that will take like when it comes out of the factory, it's got a protective film on it. And it's like mold, like what they use to release the mold from the package, and it'll take that off and it'll make it easier for your paint to grab. I usually use primer to paint my paints, and I use Duplicolor, and I pick it up at AutoZone. So if you go back a few videos, if you just watch some of my videos, I cover that extensively. And then you should go from there. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to paint the upper body here. See how it goes. Maybe I should work my way from top down. That's what I'll do, top down. I got this pen on eBay, but you can pick this stuff up on at what do you call it? Not Joann's. What's that other place called? What did I say? My wife loves going to it. What's the name of that place? I'm gonna forget. Hobby Lobby. I did not do any sort of joint prep on this figure, so I did not sand any of the joints down. I'm just shooting from the hip here, but the good thing is that it's going to have this paint undercoat. See, I can't get into there. You see how I can't get in there with this size of tip. And if let me try to use a different pen, see if this will work. A different brush. Let's try to use this brush right here. Looks like it's working okay. But I could definitely use the smaller tip brush. And depending on how this guy dries, I'll go buy myself the smaller tip so I can finish this figure. I mean, so far this seems to be working pretty darn good. And it's almost like the floor pledge stuff, the finish, because look, I'm literally just making sure that it loads on there. And this stuff, from what I've read, it will dry flatter. Not the sheen on it, but I'm talking about the paint will reduce. And as you can see, I'm not doing any special technique or anything like that. I'm just painting up and down and going over it. It looks like the more I get on there, the more mirror finish it gets. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Probably with an airbrush. With an airbrush, you'd get full coverage, and then you can handle how much paint is actually coming out. But it's almost like self-leveling. You know what I mean? Like the pledge. So obviously I'm not going to be able to do the back. I will have to paint this guy in stages. It's got a pretty strong smell. Not terribly strong, but it smells like a marker. Trying to see if I can get it in all these crevices. I'm loading this on here. Yeah, I definitely don't like how it goes on with the brush. Yeah, most definitely prefer this. Got no music for you guys. So I hope this is not terribly boring. You can see where if you break down this figure to paint, it'll probably be easier. And I really need to leave it like that. I mean, that looks pretty spectacular, actually. So this bigger pen, this 4mm pen, it does big coverage. But if I had to do it again, I would have ordered the smaller one too. Not the smallest one, because I think I've used the smallest one and it was really a pain in the butt to use. But I could definitely use like a smaller tip right now so I can get in those crevices, because I'm going to have to go back and once this is done is repaint that. So I'm going to have to get the smaller one anyway. So all I'm doing there is just loading the paint on the tip, enough for it to come out, and then I'm going over the area until I see it having like a mirrored finish. Well, it's going to be hard for me to get in there. And I want to be careful not to move this joint too much because I don't want the paint to start rubbing on. Although the figure seems like it's got pretty good clearance on the butterfly joint. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like that and paint the areas I can reach. Now, I have another product that I haven't used yet, that it's a spray. It comes out of a can, and I'm planning on using it on the, it's called Spastics, I think. I'm planning on using it on the Archangel wings, so we'll be able to compare how it results. But man, that's looking pretty awesome, actually. And from what it's been reported, that this paint, you don't really need a top coat to it, but I do see it getting maybe cloudy over time, with too much handling. So if you're going to be playing with your Silver Surfer, like posing him often on multiple poses, I don't think I'd do this to him. I'd leave him as is. See if I can do this so I can get to the back. Oh, did I jack it up? Nope, no jack up. From what I've heard, there's no top coat needed. The guy that I mentioned earlier, go check out his Instagram page and let him know I give him a shout out. But he's the one that's saying that he did not put a top coat on his. I need to research a little bit more from what I've read, and actually I've seen some YouTube videos using this type of pen and other types of pens or other material, that it can get cloudy and you'll lose the shine that it has if you give it a coat, because some of these paints will react obviously differently. Trying to think of how far down I want to go. And since it appears to be self-leveling, I don't think how you brush it on matters. So I think I need to agitate it a little bit. See what you guys are saying. Saw Caesar's comment right there. He says he's been using this for quite a while. Caesar, need to use a top coat on these things? Let me see what you guys are saying here. Oh, there you go. Mr. Kilt says that, oh, crap. I just lost the comment. That he's tried to clear it and it does not stick and it pulls on the surface. And I think that's what I saw some of these guys demonstrate when they were doing the, there were some side-by-side comparisons that I saw. Sorry if I missed any of your comments. If I miss any of your comments and you have a specific question that I don't get answered, because I'm really trying to concentrate here, just put it in the comments to the video later, and I'll go back when I get some time, and I'll try to answer them for you if I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'll maybe can direct you to someone that may know. I can help answer any of your, the basic customizing questions. But any more than that, any super advanced stuff, I may not be able to help you out, player. I probably should have stopped right above the thigh. Let's see if this will stop. Stop right there. Oh, coño. Almost lost it. Oh, see? All right. Hit my thumb, and there's an imperfection right there right now. You really want to try to keep any part of your body off of it right now. And I definitely wouldn't even want it to fall. Let me see if I'm able to make homie G. Okay, good. That's gonna be able to stay like that. There's gonna be a lot of parts unfinished on this guy, but it's fine. Good. Let's see if I can even, probably shouldn't have done that. There's just no comfortable way to do it. So if I were to do this again, I would disassemble the figure even further. It makes it a little bit, it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable, the fact that I'm trying to do this on camera so that you guys can see. So it'd be a little bit easier. But yeah, man. Disassemble it would have been, and I should have painted it part by part, and then wouldn't have really have much of an issue. All right, I'm pretty impressed with the results, guys. Look at that. Yeah, you can definitely take off the arms. I have a disassembly. Go back and go through the. I have some custom videos intended for beginners. Actually, most of my videos are intended for beginners, because some of the guys that have been doing customs for a while won't. They already know how to do this stuff. I talk about disassembly, so go check those out. And let me see if I should. Oh, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it right there. Give my hand a break. Holding the figure. It's looking pretty sweet. Really happy with how that's looking. Let me run through the comments. Yeah, I'll give my hand a break and run through these comments. Let me go up and see what I missed a ton. Man, you guys are active, super active. All right, let me see. Let's see, Stigma says he's had luck with chrome sprays. I'll be doing that at a later time. Beach Bro, go ahead and put down your question and I'll try to answer it if I can. Let me see, Stigma. Yeah, sometimes if you put a matte, like the top coat, when you finish a figure, you put a matte spray. If you spray too much or it's too humid, it could definitely screw up your paint. You just got to follow the directions and spray lightly, just with everything. Like right there, that was not a good example of painting lightly because I was glopping the paint on, but it doesn't look, I mean, it's going on smooth. It's actually pretty cool stuff. What happens if you take, okay, so Beach Bro asks, what happens if you take off the arms or biceps to a Marvel Legend because I want to customize the figure? So what I did earlier, if you look back to what I did earlier with the figure when I took some of these parts off, and I also have another video that, actually quite a few videos that shows me taking these figures apart. 95 Black Firebird says, gotta do in black like in some of the comics. You know, there's a paint, it's actually a really cool, Spastics has it. It's like a multicolored paint that almost looks black, but then when the light hits it, it comes across with a bunch of colors. I think that would be really cool to do on him. What's up, Carlos? Yeah, man, that paint is, I mean, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just putting it on there. Yeah, black chrome would be pretty sweet, man. And actually, you know what you want to do with like a chrome spray, you want to put like a gloss black primer on it and then go over on the chrome because it just it makes it stand out more. Yeah, Caesar says you have to try to use the same company's top coat. I just don't know about Molotow. I don't know if they have something. If they do, I'm not aware with it. This is, you know, rather, you know, the first time I really painted this much of chrome on any type of figure with this liquid. So we'll see how it goes. Yodeling Pickle, awesome name. Leo, I was born in Cuba. Caesar knows. What happens if you take off the arms or bicep? Okay, so I answered that one. Bueno, Leo, es que te tengo que hablar en español para que me puedas entender, chico. Let me see. Let them dry for 24 hours and then finish off the rest. You think I might get a different tone? Interesting, interesting. Claro que sí, chico. Moro y cristiano. Platanito frito. Adam Rosales asked, what paints and spray do you use? Well, right now I'm just using this Molotow liquid stuff. And but I typically just use acrylic paints. I haven't used enamel. And there's many companies that my favorite two are Citadel and Vallejo paints. And then for primer, I use the AutoZone brand. Oh shoot! Now I forget it. I said it earlier. I can't remember the name off the. What was the name? I forgot the name already. Duplicolor. Radeon, you don't have to do that. They actually sell a filler, like it's a big thick container. It's pretty pricey. It's like 24 bucks. I saw it online. maybe I can't remember exactly what the price is. That sounds about right. But you can just dip that in, especially if you're gonna airbrush, you could use it that way. There, you can thin this stuff. I saw a video. I can't recall exactly how they did it. I was actually gonna do that, and then when I contacted the guy that I saw do this first, he said that he just painted it on like I've been doing, and you see it. It's going on pretty smoothly. Look how smooth this thing's going. I mean, I was just manhandling this thing, and it's gone on pretty smoothly. Peace out, Caesar. Beach Bro, thanks, man, for the compliment. I appreciate that. But make sure you follow Brockonomics, okay, or else you'll be in the poorhouse. I used to do toy hunting videos, and then I became very selective on what I purchased because I was just spending way too much money. I'm just agitating. I'm going to start painting again. I started spending way too much money, and I did a couple of fun videos doing Brockonomics. I limited myself to like $100 a month, which I think is still, it's still a lot of money. $100 a month is a lot of money, but I've been in the black all year long, and I'm hoping to stay in the black for the first time in quite a few years. Well, it's the first time I've ever actually given myself a budget. It was my wife's idea. Brockonomics was my wife's idea. Yeah, we seriously needed to do it. This hobby can become very addicting very quickly. So you young people out there with pockets that aren't very deep, really gotta plan what you want. Sometimes your eyes are going to be bigger than your wallet, or guaranteed your eyes will be bigger than your wallet. Just pick a figure. Pick one figure a month that you want to get yourself. And even that can be expensive for a young person. It can be a very expensive habit for those of us that have careers and make decent living. And we think we can just buy about every figure. It's true. But then other responsibilities go out the window. So I found myself doing that. Not that I was neglecting, paying bills and stuff like that or taking care of my family, because I was doing that. But I needed to get it under control. I was lacking some self-control. And customs has really helped me get myself under control. It really has. All right, let's do the head now. Let's see what the head looks like when we do this. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ultron figure would be pretty cool to use this paint on. I think the Silver Surfer, though, man, it's a great figure to try this out on. And we're gonna see how it goes on in this face, because I'm definitely not gonna be able to get into the crevices. And as you can see, the mouth was painted black, and now I'm getting rid of that. Some of the lips were black on this figure. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful with the head here. Clearly see the parts I'm not going to be able to get to. I hope I film everything on my iPhone, and I just hope that it's covering, because I feel because of the background, because of the color it's having trouble focusing. So I'm hoping that it's going to be fine. And this was a good figure for me to try it on, because like If I screwed it up, it was okay. The paint was already kind of jacked up in the chest. But as you can see, this is, if you've never customized anything before, this would be a good one to try it on. Because all you're doing is just covering it up with this paint. Man, look at that. You see it, man, a Destro figure. Can you guys see a Destro being done like this? Be super easy to do. You probably sell your custom on eBay. So this one is, get a tombstone or what was that other one? The vampire dude, the Marvel vampire guy. That figure goes for cheap. So I did something weird here that it's not going on smoothly. So I don't know if just going over it is gonna mess it up. So it's like leaving lines in there. I don't know why that's happening. I'm wondering if it's, I think it's because this paint is not coming out now. Sorry for the shakiness there. Need to agitate this thing and to get some more paint out. Yeah, paint's coming out. All right, I'm gonna stop messing around with the head. So I've run out of, oh no, I got one more clip. Oh, you know what? I should probably do the surfboard too, but I want to make sure I have enough paint to cover the figure. Let me run through the comments. Morbius, that's who it was. Thank you. Yeah, Morbius, it'd be, yeah, I think that's what it was. The tip is a little dry. Gotta agitate it a little bit more. Yeah, Kairos, I messed it up. The paint's very forgiving, though. I'm gonna have to give it once it dries, I'm gonna have to give it another coat right there just to smooth that out. I just don't want to keep on hitting it because that is messed up right there. Yeah, that's another one I'd like to do with that one, Colossus. Heck yeah. All right, here we go. This thing is flowing now. So maybe I should go back. Now that it's flowing. Yeah. Hey, Kairos, now that you're, if you're still in here, maybe you just popped in real quick, but that last storm you did, man, I really liked how that looked. What body did you end up using? I don't remember. It looked like one of the more shapely bodies, and the reason I liked it, especially the feet, it looked like you could actually stand her up. And that's part of the reason I don't like a lot of the Hasbro female figures is because they have trouble standing. All right. Another one down. Oops. Let me see if you... Yeah, Rogue. Is that a new, was that a new body for Rogue? I also like the Captain Marvel body. See, I don't know if I should do this or not. Maybe I'll just do the top part. That way I can lay it straight down. Yeah, your Rogue, man, looked, your Rogue, your Storm came out really nice. I haven't really customized a female figure yet, and I have a lot of unfinished customs to do. So I don't want to get ahead of myself and start planning another project, but yeah, I definitely want to do it. That's definitely my favorite. The Storm with the white outfit is definitely my favorite Storm. Well, golly jeepers, guys, I'm coming to the end here. Yeah, the Beast, I have Beast on my to-do list as well. Peace out, Fig Fury. Thanks for sticking out. I missed the Matrix comment. I'm not sure which one you were referring to. It's hard for me to stay up with the chat. And then this, how the heck am I going to do this? Let me see. Get creative. Hey, how about them apples? I'm planning on putting, I guess this is the Silver Surfer that I'll be customizing. I will be putting magnets in these feet. And then I plan on putting, I'm not sure if I'm going to do magnets on the board or if I'm going to do those strips of metal that you get on your phone that you can put your phone and then you can. Oh shoot! It won't. It's not sticking like it should. Now it's too late. It's moving. Oh crap! All right, I better just leave it as is. Yeah, one more. Oh, I got you know what? I got a great idea for the Silver Surfer. I think it's a great idea. I want to use the bullseye, the screaming head, the unmasked screaming head. I think that would look really well, and you just have to. I think all you would have to do. Hold on a second. Let me make sure this is on good. Is cover up that bullseye part with some epoxy, and it'd be good to go. And you know the eyes won't look like so crazed because it won't be the painted eyes. It'll just be white eyes. Favorite character? Captain America. Captain America is my favorite character. Man, as far as favorite figure, ooh. The problem is we have so many choices, it's hard to pick. So I can't do it right now. I'd have to have it in front of me. One of my favorite, I would tell you that favorite Build-A-Figure is going to be the Sentinel from Toy Biz. Love the Sentinel from Toy Biz. Wonder if I'm jacking up the paint here. All right, I better stop because I don't have a good grip on that. All right, it's becoming really difficult to paint, so I'm gonna stop before I screw something up. Okay. So that is it. Let me take it off here and give you a little bit of look so you can see what it looks like. Now, I am far from done because I need to, so you can see the difference right there. Even the lighting is a little bit off. And we can compare Silver Surfers. Yeah, if you guys just hopped on, that's what that is. What's up, Silver for Golf? All right, so I think I'm done for the evening, guys. Since there's 26 of you still on here, and if you want to ask me, I can spend a few minutes. What's up, guys? I can spend a few minutes answering your questions because obviously you're watching this right now because you're into customs, or you got nothing better to do, players. I hope it's because you like customs. By the way, I needs it. Shout out to Fig Life Miami. So that's the question, Silver for Golf. We were talking about it from. Oh shoot! Did I miss a hand? Hold on a second. I missed one hand. I guess I can do that. I missed one hand. I'll do that off camera. So can you seal? Can you seal it? I don't know. From what I've seen, I don't think you can. You know, the best way to do it is to test it out, and I can test out one of the hands because that will be the least likely thing that I can screw up. I can test out one of the fist hands. What I would probably want to seal it with is the pledge because it's self-leveling, and you can take it off pretty easily. So I'll try to seal one in probably like a couple days. I'll try it out and I'll give you guys an update on this video on the comment section. I'll pin the comment. And then once I'm done doing a full UB, I'm gonna customize this guy's board. I'm gonna do the magnet deal on them. Then I'll shoot a little video and maybe I'll talk about it even more on there. So the ceiling, we'll see how that goes. All right, let me see. Where did I get the marker? I got it on eBay. However, I've been told they sell it at Hobby Lobby, and that's probably the better way to go. Hobby Lobby is the better way to go. Actually, instead of keep on hitting the camera, how about I use my iPad to answer? All right, let's see. Yes, I answered that one. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it. 95. Thanks, Caliber. Oh man, John Marston. You know, they're probably going to make it with the advent of all these like NECA. NECA will probably make that figure, and they'll do a better job than I could do. NECA does a great job getting the sculpt, and they actually have a pretty good paint. And they just did that God of War figure. They actually putting out a second God of War figure. John Marston would be awesome. I would love to have that figure in my collection. I don't know if I would have enough material to make his like cowboy outfit accurate to the, and I would want it to be accurate, right? It's an awesome character. I played Red Dead Redemption 1. I don't think I'll be getting number 2 because I haven't played video games in quite a while. Don't have time to do everything, guys. I don't. But yeah, John Marston. People have done it, but I think NECA needs to make it. Thanks, Caliber. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think this pen is giving a good result, and I'm sure the airbrush would work really well too. But I mean, guys, you don't need an airbrush. I'm telling you right now, that paint is like self-leveling. It goes on the figure, and from what I've read up on it, it will shrink a little bit, so you'll be able to get the details out. And this is a perfect figure to try it on because really, I mean, I think the only thing that's going to be an issue is going to be the handling. So if you guys are moving and playing with your figure, you'll probably, if you end up doing this, I would keep this one like posed up in one pose and occasionally move it maybe. But you want to have a second one, and these guys are going to be available everywhere. Just be patient. Don't pay the crazy eBay prices. Don't get scalped. It's ridiculous. It's a figure that's going to be available in Walgreens all over the place. Just be patient for it. I think August 23rd is, yeah, August 23rd is when this figure is supposed to be released, from what I read up online. So be patient and get yourself a couple. And you don't have to get yourself a couple right away. Like I was talking earlier, hey, be patient. Like what Plastic Addict likes to say, be patient with yourself. Any other questions? Are there any questions? Now, for some reason, my iPad doesn't want to ask the questions. Would any type of glove help? You know what I do want to get? I wanted to get the Marvel Select Silver Surfer just for the like the display, and it comes with the gauntlet. Are you talking about this type of glove? So just get yourself the cheap off-brand glove, and I see. I think you guys are seeing this in reverse, right? But this is just a one-size-fits-all latex glove. When I do airbrushing, I put this on. You won't need a glove if that's what you were asking. Yeah, I probably missed it. Here we go. What did I eat last night? I'm on a diet. I've gotten way too fat. All this nerd stuff. Actually, my knee surgery too. You guys have been following me for a while, know that I had a knee surgery a few months ago. and I put on 30 pounds, man. So I found myself to be 231 pounds. I've been eating terribly, terribly, terribly. Like my food's been just craziness, and I haven't been able to lose any weight. But I am on a diet now. I'm watching. I'm counting my I'm just making sure what's going in, and I'm exercising a little bit. I used to be an athlete. I'm a has-been now. So what did I eat last night? What did my wife make me? Whatever it was delicious. I promise you. My wife's a good cook. But I can't remember. I'm old too, so I can't remember what I ate last night. How about them apples? I think I saw Matt pop in here. What's up, Matt? What happened to the comments? I'm having trouble. I'm going to get out of that YouTube, come back in, and see if I can see the comments. There we go. Leo, have I ever done some weapons for figures? I have. I tried, I casted the Marvel Select cable guns. It came out okay, and I used this stuff called blue stuff. You can go back quite a few videos and you see me using it. I haven't casted it like the guys that sell the cast. I haven't used that stuff. I haven't gotten that advanced, and plus it takes me forever to do customs, and it's just not worth it for me. I forgot I had. It's just not worth it for me to do that casting. I just rather trade for parts, because I don't do that many. I don't sell my customs. I'll most likely never sell the customs. I have a big boy job that pays for the bills, and this is just a hobby for me to do. So, Radeon, did I answer your question? Is that what you were talking about, the glove? I can't tell. As far as I know, that's the only, but I really don't know. Molotow, I haven't researched it, so I really don't know. I just think they make chrome markers. But I haven't really researched other colors. Let me show you the spastic stuff. I haven't used this yet. All right. So this thing right here. This is mirror chrome, and I've seen. Who was Mark DeRosa? He's on Open Box Mafia. He recommended this. He's used it before. I've never used it before. I'm planning on using it on the Archangel wings, and to see how that goes. This stuff I can't show you doing it because I'll have to go outside. Because remember, I'm on my workbench is my kitchen table, so. Yeah, so Radeon, so that's what I would do, and I probably should have used the glove. I actually thought about using the glove, but I go, I'm really a confined space here. If I had my own setup, I think I'd be a little bit more professional about going about doing this custom stuff, but it is what it is, fellas. Let's see. I didn't know you were doing a live stream, Matt. I don't even know what project you're doing, Matt. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that on the replay. I've been following YouTube these last about this last month has been super difficult for me. I have some time now, but it's been far and few in between. I've been working a lot of weekends. This weekend I took off. I didn't get any extra overtime. What's up, Side? Oh, so Beach Bro says I can customize a Bucky. You know that that was one of my first customs. I think it was my third or fourth custom. It's not very good. The paint is I can look at it now and it's very thick. Have you guys seen that one? I think I've showed it in previous streams before. But I did do a Winter Soldier custom. .3D printing, yeah, that's more money, and maybe if I was doing this on the side and I was, producing something cool like weapons or some sort of accessory for these figures. That's not going to be me right now. I don't think that's ever going to be me, to be honest. But I'm not much of a designer. I'm good at copying. I really am. I can copy. I can study. I'm good researching and how to do these things. And I think that those of you that have followed know that I'm at least a decent teacher on going about, especially filming in front of the camera is not very easy to do when you're trying to custom these things. And sometimes I'm doing it for the first time, like this Silver Surfer. Not that that's that high level stuff to do, but I think that's more me. I'm good at copying what other people do. I'm good at researching, and then I'm good at passing on the knowledge. That's my niche. And I don't think I'll ever be a designer. I'm not a good visionary that way. I'm more of the foot soldier carrying the mission out, if you know what I mean. And maybe maybe a frontline person, frontline supervisor, like a sergeant. Yeah, so Matt, I have casted that using that blue stuff. I wasn't that impressed by it. It's fine if you're just gonna do like simple weapons. It's not good for head casts. It's not. Matter of fact, another figure I want to do is an Electro, and I traded my Electro that I bought for like $6 on Walmart to somebody. I'm kind of regretting that now because I need that head, and no one's casted it yet. So I'm trying to convince Slim Jim Customs to do it, and he's considering to do it. So hopefully he'll cast that head in the future, and then I'll be able to make an Electro in the future. What's happening here? All right. Any more questions, fellas? What? The comic one, yeah. The one that came out in the, was it the Space Venom? It was recent. It was one of the most recent Electro. It used the Pizza Spidey body, which I didn't really care for it. Space Venom, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I would like using the Spidey 2099 body, the new mold for it. Yeah, man, I think that would look good. Yes, sir. That's true. I've never done stop motion. However, I know that Matt has Tech Trucker right there, Brain Blast. If you want to see some stop motion, you got to go check out his channel. That is definitely not something this old boy right here is ever gonna do. I wouldn't even know how to do it. But I know he's into it. He does some stop motions with his kids. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That one's gone up in price. I wanted to do a Sinister Six, and I wanted to use like the Craven. I traded that figure off too and I paid $17 for it when it came out new. Now I like that. I need that figure to use, and I'm gonna part it out. So it'll be painful to pay $30 for that figure or whatever it's going for. Because first of all, it's not a $30 figure, man. It's a $15, $20 figure. I don't want to pay $30 for it, but I need some of the parts. I want to use the Toy Biz heads. Have the two, like an alternate head, the screaming head, and that Toy Biz head is fantastic. Just the rest of the body is terrible. And I kind of wanted to use the lion covering from the jacket, the lion jacket from the new one. But I may have to use the old one because I am not gonna pay $30. Maybe if I got it in the trade. Yours has loose joints. Do you want to get rid of it, player? Let's make a trade. If you don't need them, I can use his parts. Speaking of Fig Life Miami, I gave you a shout out for the shirt that I stole from my uncle. Thanks, Teal. You still like them? Well, if anybody out there has an extra Craven figure and you want to trade yours off, and I'm just going to be using them for parts. I think I may just end. Yeah, here you go. There you go, Fig Life Miami right there. Fig Life Miami is my guilty pleasure. I gotta have to admit. Those guys are crazy. They're constantly punking each other. The language kids. If you're gonna go watch their channel, parental permission is required. I don't want, and especially if mom and dad are watching this video right now, you know, it's an adult show with adult humor. And those crazy Cubans, man. Well, one crazy, I think the other two guys are Puerto Rican. I think they're Puerto Rican, right? You're the only Cuban, right? This is a great figure. They're Mexican? Oh, I thought they were Puerto Rican. How about them apples? They have Mexicans in Miami, huh? I thought all the Mexicanos were here in SoCal. So I'm actually surprised. So this figure is really cool. The only thing, it does have like a peg system. I'm not sure if you guys have been able to get this guy yet. Don't pay the ridiculous prices. He'll be available eventually. You can get them for like 26 bucks on Amazon right now. I want extra bodies because this one has the butterfly joints. I reviewed them already on the channel, and a lot of people obviously have reviewed this guy. But Sabretooth needs to be on this body, not that the old Hyperion body mold. This is a fantastic figure. Be patient, and you'll get it too. I'm going to get it for retail price. Don't pay more than retail price. Ridiculous. Ridiculous to pay more. Yeah, the only reason I got him is my friend Eric Sarton, who is in the area. That guy he's a good hunter, and he just knows when and where to order. I want to order more of those figures when I can, but I gotta, calm down because I have so many custom projects that I really don't need him right at this moment, because I'm not gonna really do that custom right at this moment. I got a Juggernaut that I gotta finish that I haven't, that I've been working on him since, the beginning of last year, I think. Oh shoot, there's 28 of you watching, so it looks like you guys want to talk, and I'm good. I'm good with spending some time tonight. My girls are off with my parents, unless my wife calls me, and then I'm gonna be leaving real quick, guys. You know what I mean? As soon as Mama Bear calls, I'll be leaving. Let's take a look how this guy's drying up. Earmuffs for the kids. Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. Really happy. That was such an easy thing to do, and I'm sure the airbrush would be better because you wouldn't have to worry about getting it all in the crevices, and you wouldn't have to have different size tips. But for crying out loud, man, look at it. Let me see if I can take this guy off real quick so you can see the difference. Look at that. Now it's kind of hard to see it on the camera because of the lighting. There you go. So that is going to look pretty sweet. However, the paint on that it came with, it's pretty awesome. So if you don't end up doing it, don't worry. You'll be happy. You'll be happy with your purchase. It's a great figure. Matt, I really don't know. I haven't researched it enough to know, and it doesn't say it on the marker. Molotow, look at that up. It's with a W at the end. It's Yeah, it doesn't say on here, but it does take a long time to dry. So I don't know if that means that that makes it an enamel. Hey, I'm not the right guy for that, Abel. I'm not the right guy for customizing pops. Have you seen how long it takes me to customize a figure? It takes me forever. There's some guys in the group the groups that would do it, and they're actually taking commissions, and they don't charge that much. My favorite custom that I've done, I don't know, man. I like my Thanos. I like that one for different reasons, because especially because I airbrushed it. That was the first time I've really been satisfied. It could always get better, but I was satisfied with how that the paint job came out. I was happy with how the kit bash came out on that. I really like the cable ones. I have 2 cables that I did, hand painted, you know, so the paint actually came out pretty good for my level. I was really happy with it. Previous to that, my favorite one was Apocalypse that I did, but that was a few years ago, and I've gotten better. But that figure, like the kit bash that I did on that, I learned a lot by working on that figure. So that one was one of my favorite ones. Yeah. So there you have it. I like them all for the most part. I've only sold one of my customs. I needs it. Funny, man. What's up, Muhammad? The Archangel isn't going right now. The Archangel is in one of these boxes over here. However, I do got something. I do have an update with that one. So you guys saw me put, if you watched a while ago. So these are the wings that I'm using. Let me see if I can. Is that too much light? I'm just afraid to go in front of the. To go in front here and have something land on the Silver Surfer and jack all the work that I spent doing. Let me see. That's gonna have to. Okay. All right. So these are the wings that I'm planning on using. I still got to do a lot of filling in here. I'm planning on filling these in. This is from a Transformer figure that I got on sale at Ross. I saw these wings and I'm like, man, I need them. I need them. So what I did here, I was trying to figure out a way that I can make these wings posable. So what I did was I ordered these really strong magnets, super strong magnets. I still got a lot more work to do. From, I covered it, now I'm gonna forget their name. What? I saw their name in here somewhere. Something Magnets. Here we go. It was called KJ Magnets. KJ Magnets. It's got that in some. And I think these are like, I forget what the poundage is, but so they work like this. They repel each other. It's really strong. I'm not doing that. That's them doing that. So they will overlap. I was hoping that they wouldn't overlap, but anyway, this is how I'm going to be able to keep it on the figure. Look how strong this thing is. Okay. Now you got to think about this is where the body's going to be. So I can have the wings be down here or up here. I'll be able to move them around a little bit on this body. So I was going through this figure on one of these live streams that I was customizing. So this is the other half. So you can kind of get an idea of what it'll be like. And that way, what I'll be able to do with these wings, sorry, my thoughts are scattered. I wasn't prepared to do this. But anyway, I'm planning on taking these wings off, and I'll have a smaller pair that'll be him powered down. And it's going pretty good. I forget the name of the Transformer. It was a leader class, and I remember seeing it at Toys R Us right before they went out, and I'm like, this bad boy is gonna be at Ross one of these days. And sure enough, I found them at Ross. And they are really cool looking wings. And this is what I was gonna use that, did I even finish my thought on spastics? I don't think I even finished my thought on spastics. See, I also have these wings that I'll be able to use. This is from the KO Archangel, so these are, you know, even more powered down, but I think I may keep these as the powered down version for this new Archangel that's coming out. And I'm planning on adding magnets to this guy as well, and that new figure. And then I ended up getting the smaller powered down wings from Loose Collector. And I think that's what I'm gonna use on this Archangel for the smaller wings. What are the goodie bags? But did I ever finish what I was going to say on Spastics? Spastics, the spray, which, did I put that away? Did I already talk about this? I'm old and I have bad short-term memory. So this mirror chrome is what I'm going to use. Yeah, now I feel like I have talked about it. But anyways, this one has different types of colors. Some of you that were asking about the different color chromes. These guys do like a multicolored, it's like you spray it on, it looks black and it comes out multicolored. It looks pretty cool. I'm sure there's some sort of figure, like maybe Eternity, that would kind of look good by using that paint. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to finishing that one and the other 40 projects that I have going on. I have some other figures in here that I was working on. So I had the extra, like an extra multiple man. Is there a way I can? The Fallen, huh? I don't know what, I don't know who that is off the top of my head. So this is, I had an extra coat. I think this is from Nick Fury, I feel. And I have the extra arms from a Doc Ock, movie Doc Ock that has the sleeves. And I'm planning on doing a custom multiple man. That way I don't have to, you know, buy them. Radeon, I don't make those. I don't make dials. Tech Chucker does. He's still in here. Tech Chucker makes dials. He actually made this really cool looking Toys R Us dial that I wish I would have won. But somebody else won it. Harry won it. But no, I haven't delved into that yet. No, man. No. These are my wife's jars. I don't mess with these. This is just my drinks. Here's the jar I use. Funny. This is the jar I use for cleaning my brushes. I think Richard Smith got me this for Christmas. But it does, the color looks interesting, how it looks like it's pea color. It's not pea, it's tea. All right, here you go. Question to the group that's staying here. I got two. It's Granny's peach tea. Carlos, that's right. All right, so I got these two figures that they're gonna be mixed in together. Tell me what you think they're gonna get mixed in together to be. No, not the blob. This would be too small for the blob. I don't have the Build-A-Figure. I want that Build-A-Figure, but man, it goes for over $100. There was one going for right now. Not Kingpin. I feel like this would be a little bit too bottom heavy. for Kingpin, even if I were to put the arms on this. I'll give you guys a clue. It's not a Marvel Legend. It is Star Wars. What am I gonna make? Give you a hint. The feet, these legs, the bottom part. Yes, exactly. Silver Fur Golf. You got it right. Gamorrean Guard. I've been planning it for the longest time, and then they just came out with a Gamorrean Guard. I think this guy, it's going to be bigger than what Hasbro just put out. But I ended up getting two of the heads quite a while ago from Jason Harrop, and he's with Two Sons Casting. I ended up getting the Gamorrean Guard head. They look awesome. And I figured that this would make, just imagine the legs. I'll have to do some sandals. And I will be using parts of the arms to go on here. Probably going to have to put in that shoulder in there. So we'll see if I'm able to kit bash those together. I've become kind of decent with kit bashing. I need to get better at sculpting and painting. What else do I got in here? This thing right here. This was belonged to my wife's grandmother. Yep, strong guy. That's it. I'm gonna shave this down right here, make this look like a calf and not like pants. And I have to figure out exactly how I want to do this. I'm gonna have to shave down some of that waist on the side. That way it kind of like tapers into this. I'm gonna have to shave this down too, make it flat. And then I haven't decided. I do have the extra piece. I have the waist piece right here for that. I'm thinking of either just getting this circle part right here and installing it here. So that way, and then gluing it together, making sure it's epoxied shut, and then I'll be able to connect the tops. And I think that's gonna look pretty sick for Strong Guy. And then the head that I think I'm gonna use for Strong Guy is, gotta make use of all these parts. Ay, coño, se me cayó. Se me cayó otra vez, chico. But anyway, obviously this is gonna have to get modded big time and do some sculpting for the glasses, etc. I haven't not completely bought this yet. It's just in the idea stage. I think it may be a little bit too on the small side. What do you guys think? Have I cracked that? Have I cracked that one? I don't know if I have. I recently cracked this guy. The 2099 body. Obviously, this is the bullseye, where it has the butterfly joints. I can't say I've cracked that one, but that's on my to-do list. I will be cracking one when I do the vulture. I ended up getting the kit with the wings and the old, the Toy Biz head. I figure it's really expensive to buy, and instead of spending all that money, I'd rather spend the money on the custom parts and customize the figure myself, because now when I have it in my collection, to me it means a little bit more. The British comic Razor Rocks. Who came out first? I never heard about that guy. Okay, awesome, man. Thanks. Gracias, chico. Hey, by the way, Fig Life Miami, getting back to my plugging of them, remember, obviously, if you're up this late, you're not going to be a little kid. But these guys, they just hit the 2,000 subscribers, so congratulations to them. And they started another channel. I subscribed to it. I forget what I think it's like Fig video game. It's a gaming one. I'll tell you in a second. As soon as I'm able to pull their gaming out. Fig Life Gaming. It's called Fig Life Gaming. So if you guys are into video games, which I used to be, but I had to pick. You know, I read comic books. I like video games, and but I'm doing this other stuff with a YouTube. Don't have time to do it all, but he's doing it. So go check that out. Let's see if he recently put one out. He streamed it one day ago, and he's playing Destiny. So if you guys are into that game, I don't even know what that's about. It looks like it's like some sort of, is it a first-person game? It's probably a game that you can play online. It's Destiny 2. I've heard of it. So these guys just started their that game. They got 238 subscribers. Here, I'll tell you. What comics am I currently reading? Quite a few of them. Actually, I haven't read a comic in like a month. I've been really busy. So comic-wise, I'll tell you what my favorite ones. One of my favorite comics right now in DC is The Red Hood and the Outlaws. I love Dexter Soy. His art is just fantastic, and I dig the story with Bizarro. I really like if you haven't seen it, if you haven't been reading it, it's the Bizarro is gone smart, and I won't ruin it. But I recommend that you read it. It's actually quite a fun read. It inspired me to make a Bizarro figure. That's one of the figures that I'm working on. Other DC figures, DC comics. I've been reading the Batman, the ongoing Batman. I've been enjoying. What other ones? Those are the two that stand out from DC. The Superman, the Michael Bendis one has been, it's okay. It's been okay. And then for Marvel, I read Daredevil. I've been reading the Amazing Spider-Man. Been like a bunch of them. I had been reading Old Man Logan, but that's been kind of slow for me lately. I haven't really enjoyed it that much. I've been reading Weapon H, but again, not something like I'm like wowed about. And that's it right now that I can think of. I'm sure there's other ones that I've been reading that I'm trying to see what else I've read, but I can't think. I'm sure there's more that they're not coming up right now that you guys probably, if you would ask me and I would go, oh yeah, of course I've been reading that. It's pretty good. Yeah, Leo, I've actually thought about doing that. And you know what I would recommend you doing if that's what you're going to go for? Get that Hulk. It's bigger. It's not in scale with Marvel Legends. It's a bigger Hulk. It's on Walmart.com right now for like $55. $55, and that would be a good scale. It would actually scale in with the Marvel Legends, I think. I remember thinking of the Pit Bath, how humongous that thing is. But that's the one that I would use, and I'm waiting to go a little bit cheaper because I've actually thought about doing that. You would just have to get a head cast for the pit, or you can find the head maybe on eBay. Peace out, Matt. All right, so Rand Xerox. Let me look. I'll put it in my to read or to look for. Rand Xerox. An Italian. This says that it's an Italian science fiction graphic novel by 2 Italian artists. Oh yeah, he does. His face does look like Strong Guy. It's described as he's a punk futuristic Frankenstein monster, and it's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast deal, but adult, like you said. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I'll see if I can chase some down. Yeah, Kairos, that's what I think that's what's really preventing me. I'm actually nervous for my family. When I did the airbrush, I'm doing that. Like I said, I'm here. This is my kitchen table, guys. You haven't seen, you haven't, that's my kitchen. This is the table. This is my workbench at the kitchen table. So I'm actually concerned about it, and it's not as bad as enamel paints, but it's getting blasted in here. And I was looking at picking one up on eBay. There's one with an LED light that I kind of want, and it was going for like 72 bucks. And remember Brockonomics, so I was messing with that. And then I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I need to get one of those, but I'm waiting now. Now the price has gone up to like 80 something on those. So I wanted to go back down to 70 and then get one of those 20% eBay coupons. For your larger purchases, if it's something that you know will be on eBay for several months, be patient and wait for those 20% sales. And I mean, you can spend up to, I think you can, like if your savings are up to like $100, that's what it, you'll save up that, you can save up to that much. Yeah, so the Marvel Select Hulk, if Abel, if you're talking about doing a pit with that could also work. I've seen people do it, but there's one I think it's like a 14-inch. It's bigger than the Marvel Select. I think that would be good. Simon, all right, I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that Simon Bisley is. Okay, I was about to write it down, but it's going to be on the comments. Turn on your rage. Turn on your range hood. Yeah, that would be something. But I mean, there's living space here. There's like right here, the living rooms are there and bedrooms are back this way. And I don't want to mess. I don't want to take a chance and hurt my family with those fumes. So I've been kind of holding off. I'm gonna get one of those paint hoods to do it. Yeah, man, they're great. Those getting coupons always helps. RYG, what's going on, man? RYG says, oh, it's probably Ryg. How do you pronounce? How do you like that pronounced? RYG, like I did it, or Ryg? I failed Brockonomics, seen the Hulk and Hulkbuster, bought it instantly, and all it's doing is chilling on store shelves. Yep, I saw that the other day, man. Yeah. I used to have that Hulk. Actually, I think it looks better than the when they first put it out. This one's got a little bit of chest hair, and I like the expression on the face better than the original, the first release. And the Hulkbuster, it's got more paint on it, but there's something about the paint I didn't care for. I'm not sure if it's the yellow. People that use that one and do the customs, and they use like a cherry red metallic paint. It's like a spray paint. It looks beautiful. I think Action Figure Toronto did a masterful repaint on that. You guys should go check it out if you're interested in that Hulkbuster. And yeah, man, I thought about doing it for the longest time, and then the Marvel Select one came out, and I initially didn't like it. I initially didn't like the Marvel Select, but it grew on me, and then I ended up, that's what I have as a Hulkbuster in my collection. Ryan G. Well, I'm gonna go with RYG. Who was the guy the quarterback for for the Redskins. It was something like that. Hey, that's not the first time that I've heard that. Yeah, Billy Zane, the bad guy in Titanic. When I was younger, I would get that a lot. I mean, people actually thought I was him. Yeah, RG3. There you go. Thanks, Carlos. Yeah, I get Billy Zane a lot. A ton. I know I got a little bit better of a hairline than he does right now. It's not that much, but I got more hair than Billy Zane. Right, honey? She nodded yes. Yeah, I get Billy Zane a lot. Yeah. I liked him in Memphis Belle. If you haven't seen that movie, that's a great movie. At least I'm remembering it being a very good movie. He was one of the bombardiers. It's a World War II flick. Yeah, Billy Zane. The Phantom. He was also the Phantom. And a lot of people think he was in The Mummy, but that's not the same actor. What else did he... I mean, he's done a ton of stuff. Not yet, but if when she comes back in, she just went to take the dogs outside. If she gives me one of these, you guys will see me go, peace. RYG says he gets called Superman. I would get that guy too. What was the guy from the Dean Cain, the guy that did was it Smallville? No, that was a different actor, but the one previous to that. So if you get called that guy, that's good. Well, all the Superman guys, man, you're doing pretty good for yourself. Any of the Superman actors, that's good. I should actually do a Phantom custom, and if anybody, I wish they would have done like a movie accurate Billy Zane head, because then I could have used that as a custom for myself, because I get that all the time. Yeah, that one was one of the first comic book movies, The Phantom, and I didn't really know, but Blade was also a comic book movie. Who knew? If they ever needed bald Superman. Well, Lex Luthor becomes, I'm sure there's a comic book where Lex Luthor becomes Superman. Waiting for the sign, guys. Lois and Clark, that's what it was. Yeah, that was a good show. I like that show. I didn't get the sign yet, guys. Putting the dogs away now. But anyways, yeah, Blade 2. There were some other comic book movies that I wasn't sure. I didn't know they were comic book movies until later. No sign yet. Waiting for my sign. Yeah, was I talking? Yeah, I was talking about you. Is it time for me to end this?
No, you just have to go private before it's finished.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
I'm fine? Let's see if that's true. Honey,
Yeah.
what time is it?
10:30 almost?
10:30? Is it time for me to wind this down? You sure? I can end it if you want me to.
Whenever. You're fine.
She says I'm fine. I tried. The Phantom's dog's name is Diablo. Yeah, I don't have my dogs have a pretty good personality, except if they don't know you, then my smaller dog, the The 85-pound German Shepherd is quite the terror. Not really. All right, guys. I think we should probably call it because I'm starting to get tired and it's past my bedtime. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Let's get one final look at this as the paint is drying. Man, that is a really good look. And that paint really covered pretty well. I mean, that's better than when I paint stuff with my brush. Look how just smooth that thing is. Very shiny too. You can see the my hand reflection on it. Look at that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Let's try it again. Peace.